Hello and welcome to Medical Dialogues Journal Club. I am Dr. Nandita Mohan, and today I will be talking about a journal that has recently scored the highest individual growth of 175% at the recently released JCR by Clarivate Analysis. Now, I'm talking about the Global Journal of Medical, Pharmaceutical and Biomedical Update, that is the GJMPBU, which is an open access peer-reviewed journal committed to publishing high-quality indexed articles in the field of biomedicine, surgery and even pharmacology. Now, the journal is published by none other than the Scientific Scholar Publishing House, and joining us today is the executive editor of this journal, that is the Global Journal of Medical, Pharmaceutical and Biomedical Update, Dr. Vipul Yagnik, professor at the Department of Surgery, Banas Medical College and Research Institute in Gujarat, and Dr. Duttagupta, who is the Director of Publishing at Scientific Scholar. So, welcome to Medical Dialogues. It's really a privilege to be having you both here with us today. First of all, I would talk to you, Dr. Vipul. Congratulations on achieving this incredible feat, definitely for becoming the top performing journal in the recently released Journal Citation Reports by Clarivate Analytics. Now, where your journal, as I previously mentioned, has taken an unbelievable jump to direct 175% and the impact factor from 0.4 to direct 1.1. Now, if you could just introduce yourself to our audience, your highlight about your academic and professional journey, also your journey into academic and clinical publishing and how actually the journal has evolved and how it initiated in the first place. Also, if you could highlight your personal journey from being an author to achieving and eventually moving on to become the executive editor of this journal.
Thank you, Dr. Nandita. As you rightly mentioned, I am working as a professor of surgery department in Banas Medical College and Research Institute, Palanpur. My academic journey began in 1995 when I joined MBBS in MPSA Medical College, Jamnagar. I completed my MS from the same institute, and after that, I joined as assistant professor in Pramukh Swami Medical College, Karamsad, and my academic journey started in 2007 when I first wrote a book for MBBS student that titled as Fundamental of Operative Surgery, published from the BI publication. Later on, it has been transferred to some international publication. Now its second edition is running. My journey in publishing in a journal started in 2009 when I wrote first article for Australian New Zealand Journal of Surgery. But when I submit an article, I was badly criticized by the editor-in-chief of that journal. You don't know how to write the English, you take some help from the native English speaker and how to draft an article. That I have taken positively. I have improved too much that within 2 years, I have been appointed as an editorial board member of very reputed international journal, Clinical and Experimental Gastroenterology. Later on, at present, I am serving at least 4 international PubMed Index journal as an editorial board member, and I am associate editor-in-chief of that journal, which I joined in 2011. So, I have a decision power in that journal. Now, I am currently the executive editor of GJMPBU, which has performed so nicely. Unbelievable 175% growth is just unimaginable. Now, at present, after that much, I have written almost more than 250 articles in various national and international peer-reviewed journals, out of which 148 articles are listed on the PubMed and 156 articles are listed in the Scopus. So, that is how my academic journey progressed. Now, how GJMPU born? So, GJMPU basically is a continuation of Internet Journal of Medical Update that has been started by Dr. Agnihotri in the 2006. 2018-19 somewhere Dr. Agnihotri called me that because he has shifted from Mauritius and he has joined some new place, he is not able to maintain the regularity of the journal. That journal was independently published by him, managed well, but we were not able to manage a regular issue. So, he told me, can you take over the journal and can you help me out? He promised me that he helped me in any other way in running editorial board member assigning peer reviewer, every help he will provide, just take over the journal and let the journal continue. Our aim is not to earn the money. That is the first thing. Our aim is to maintain the journal integrity, to maintain the ethics that is published in the article. So scientific integrity is our main aim. So 2019 I contacted Pritesh Seth, who is currently working as an CEO of Scientific Scholar, and we make an MOU. We started journal in 2020. That is how the GJMPBU has born. The main reason why GJMPBU has born is in 2009-10 when I was writing an article, I feel so much struggled in publishing various international reputed journal. So I can feel the pain of young researcher. I can feel the pain of young researcher, that how difficult they feel to write in the international journal. So in that case, what I made is easily accessible, ethical, multidisciplinary and committed to the scientific integrity journal is now known as GJMPBU, published by reputed scientific scholar. Thank you, ma'am.
Great. That's actually a commendable feat. Your journey, we could actually live through the entire process of your journey as well. Now, Dr. Sunny, if I may ask you, you wrote a recent editorial at this journal describing the recent success. So, how proud are you of the results, and were you expecting such a performance that the journal has given a marked increase of 175% of growth and the impact factor shifting from 0.4 to 1.1? So how do you feel, and how are the results of the performance of this journal? What do you want to elaborate on that?
Sure, Dr. Nandita. Actually, the feeling that I have right now is probably the same feeling which our legendary captain of Mahendra Singh Dhoni had during after the final over of the inaugural 2007 T20 World Cup. He gave the ball to Yoginder Sharma, despite having other options, not knowing whether Misbah would finish the match in Pakistan's favour or not. But then Yoginder Sharma came out with a fantastic bowling. Misbah scooped, Srishant Kaur, and India won the World Cup. So that is what I feel right now with Dr. Vipul, because when we were working together, we published many journals. Many of our journals have performed well, but nobody gave GJMBPU that edge that this journal would perform that well. But I had the faith in this. Pritesh had the faith in the journal, and we kept pushing, and thanks to you and your team who have been working hard with us to push the content, and the result is the same, that this journal performed tremendously well. Unbelievable growth of 175%, jumping from 0.4 to 1.1, and he is no less than Yoginder Sharma, our man of the match of the tournament of this JCR. And as publishers, we can feel very proud and happy that the journal has performed so well, and it sets the benchmark and would certainly encourage our potential authors to enrich the journal further, because we have even higher aims. This is just the starting point, I would say. We aim for Scopus, we aim for PubMed Central for the journal ahead, and I'm pretty sure with Dr. Vipul we would have much more success ahead.
Great, great. That's actually a good feeling. I could relate to the final World Cup match as well. So now coming back to you, Dr. Vipul, now the GJMPBU is a multidisciplinary clinical journal, and this is the hardest and actually the toughest part of the JCR rankings, I think. And so what all strategies have you implemented in the journal in the past, and what current success can you relate to?
Yes, Dr. Nandita, I do completely agree with you. To performing very good in the multidisciplinary journal is really a tough job, and GJMPBU has done that. And it is unexpected, and it is sometimes unbelievable for so many persons who knows me, or so many publishers also are surprised that a small journal, the person who is running is unknown to so many people. So how he can achieve that? So the strategy what we were implemented for improvement in the journal from point 4 to 1.1, that actually I would like to correlate with an acronym, or you can go mnemonic, CARES. That CARES stand for, first the C stand for content quality and commissioning. Content quality means we prioritize the original article and clinically significant review article first. Second thing is commissioning. Commissioning is we commissions high quality articles from the emerging as well as an established author. But our main aim is to see the novelty of the content and scientific rigor of the content. Unless and until article is novel and scientifically sound, we are not proceeding it further. So that is about the C. Now for A, I would like to see academic leadership. So in academic leadership, our editorial board comes into action. So we have a very two well respected and reputed editor-in-chiefs for two different sections. One is for biomedical section and one is for medicine section. So our first editor-in-chief, Dr. Okeji Eruoma, he is from USA. He has published so many articles and his impact factor is almost more than 95. So he is guiding us. That is the first thing. Second editor-in-chief, or you can say founder editor, Dr. Arun Agnihotri, who is currently located in Antigua. He is also continuously pushing and guiding me how to deal with the article submissions, how to screen initial screening, how to see for the journal aim and scope. Then after that, as an executive committer, as an executive editor, I am looking at the scientific content, novelty, initial plagiarism checking and all. Then we will proceed further. No doubt our other editorial board members are equally contributing. So that comes to A. Now the third point or third strategy we implemented is R, that is rigorous peer review system. So our peer review system is very structured, expert driven and timely review. We usually give our reviewer 21 days to perform review. Repeatedly we are reminding, and we make sure that the article goes to the correct peer reviewer or those who are subject expert. So that is our third strategy. Fourth strategy is ethical standard and editorial integrity. So ethical standard means we strictly adhere to COP, that is Committee on Publication Ethics, then ICMGE criteria and WAME guideline, that is World Association of Medical Editors. That is a non-profit organization. I am also a member of World Association of Medical Editors. So we are regularly discussing the issues. That is the first thing. Second thing is our editors are independent to make the decision. It's not like that every decision will be made by the editor-in-chief. So whenever we are assigning any manuscript to an editorial board member, those we know that he is a subject expert. Suppose some manuscript comes from the pharmacology. I am not pharmacologist, I am a surgeon and I am not expert. We have a few editors that belongs to pharmacological subject. So we assign manuscript to them. They will assign peer reviewer, and based on the peer reviewer recommendation, they make decision. They have a full authority whether they can desk reject, it is acceptable, whether based on the peer reviewer recommendation article can be sent for a major minor revision, or whether article be accepted in the same format. That is our fourth strategy. And fifth and last strategy is scientific visibility. Obviously it is an open access journal, so has a more visibility. Second thing is indexing of the journal. That is like we are indexed currently in a Embase and Web of Science, that also give a visibility. And I cannot forget the third support that is given by our collaboration with Medical Dialogue. Medical dialogue has helped us in reaching out a large number of population. The article covered by 2 articles are covered by Dr. Nandita that has very well been received. That is what are the strategy we implemented to improve the GJMPBU.
Very well said, Dr. Vipul, that actually quotes as there is a teamwork which needs for the achievement for driving an article or driving a journal rather to this feat. So there actually is a team which is backed behind, and that's the reason every step becomes a group, and that's when you move towards success.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes, I believe.
Yeah, that's what in a nutshell, if I want to quote a GJMPU success, I can say is a teamwork, transparency and academic integrity.
Those are the three key words.
Yeah, those are the three keywords.
Great, great. Now coming back to you, Dr. Sunny. Now this journal is a classic example that persistent. We were talking about teamwork and we were talking about hard work. We talked about how Dr. Vipul has put in a lot of effort into bringing this journal into life and what it has achieved now. So we know that this is a classic example of hard work paying off with all the time and with the time that it has actually evolved. So what message would you like to give to the journals that you are managing or those who intend to join Scientific Scholar in the near future in reference to the incredible JGR success of Scientific Scholar itself?
Sure, Dr. Nandita. The thing is that any journal which starts with volume 1, issue 1, suppose a journal is starting in 2025, it will be in a very vicious, unwanted vicious cycle of whether the egg came first or the hen. Because authors are running behind an index journal because they want their article published in an index journal which by default is being recognized by our reputed NMC because that is what they need for the academic promotion or clinical research funding, personal growth and stuff like that. But the journal would only get indexed if it has good content. So the journal needs good content to get its first indexing status, to get an NMC recognition, and when it gets an NMC recognition, it will have better content. So what will come first? The better content by the authors who would selflessly enrich the journal for the first 3-4 years during its struggle phase, or the indexing would happen, or the indexing won't happen on its own because indexing agencies, indexing portals, be it PubMed Central, be it Scopus, be it Web of Science, they are not there to help you. They were not there to help Vipul. So Vipul or anybody else running a journal, they were on their own. The publisher and the journal is on its own, and whether it's a journal which are publishing with Scientific Scholar or any other publisher or who want to join us, you have to understand that the initial years are filled with lots of struggle because nobody wants to help you, and you have to commission and you have to publish, but you have to also justify the existence of your journal. If you're starting a new journal, you have to always bear in mind what your journal is going to address, which is currently not getting addressed by the existing journals in the same subject category, or are there existing journals in the same subject category. And once you go through this struggle phase and you get your initial indexing status based on, again, on the content quality that you have published, say, in the first 3 years, then you get the achievement, and from there you start your new journey of an higher success, which happened with Dr. Vipul and GJMPBU. So MBase, and then an NMC recognition and a recognition globally, and then a very namesake impact factor, but an impact factor, and then building upon that, and boom, all of a sudden you are at the top of the world. So persistence is the key, hard work is the key, and not getting panicked is also the key, that oh my god, we need an NMC status, or we need XYZ status. These statuses don't come overnight. Years of hard work get into these, and eventually the success comes if you are publishing quality content. So that is my message to all the editors who are working with us, who wants to work with scientific scholar in the future, and of course who would like to work and collaborate with medical dialogues to disseminate quality clinical content, and that's what we move ahead with.
So that indeed actually is a wonderful note to end with. It's a message that we would definitely want to give out to all the young researchers, all the young editors, authors basically, who want to come out and work on better content rather than aiming for better journals or scientifically qualified journals. So it's all rounding up to the fact that you need to work on the content, and as you mentioned, it is a vicious cycle, and only the authors put together will actually combine and work towards the success of a journal. So thank you so much, Dr. Vipul and Dr. Sunny, for joining us today at Medical Dialogues and giving us all your valuable insights, and I heartily congratulate you on achieving this commendable feat.
Thank you, Dr. Thanks a lot.